you get to say it. You get to say that slavery was a choice. So I guess that must mean Harriet Tubman was just a travel agent.
Wow.
If you did it because you had something to gain from it, then I don't like you. If you did it because you believe it, I don't like you. There's some things you do that I can never F with you again. Ever. I can have a difference of opinion of who you vote for. I can have a difference of opinion of who you worship. But when you tell me that everybody that looks like me and been through the history of our people, that it was nothing, you are the first black man to ever successfully put an asterisk on slavery. You should be ashamed of yourself. Jesus walked and Kanye walked right to the gates of Calabasas and lost his goddamn mind. That's a little note from the GED section. We got the Jazz Report coming up after Andy Stokes' Best Dance, the D.L. Hughley Show.
All right. We back. Trying to show y'all how these niggas is full of shit. First of all, let's talk about DL. The man that I went to go see a concert he did back in 1993 over at a place in Lawton, Oklahoma, where I was stationed on the base that was there on Lawton, Oklahoma, called Fort Seal, Oklahoma, Fort Seal Base. And I went to one of his concerts in the city off the base. I don't know if that makes sense, but I've been smoking. Anyways. So I went with a friend named by the name of Deanne Jefferson. That's the same person that I stayed with in Coral Springs in 1997. Where I stayed for a few weeks before I left for New York. Now, when she brought me there, we went there, you know, the D.L. Hughley was the headliner. The comedians that was there before him, I'm not really, I don't remember who they were, but they were real funny. They were real funny. Probably the funniest I've ever seen off of TV, which was that was the first comedy show I've ever been. So yeah, it was the first comedy show I've ever been. But you know, I grew up in church, so by me growing up in church, that's pretty much where everything starts from. So I've seen just about everything there is being grown up in church. Even did a lot of singing and stuff. Acting, all kind of stuff, ushering, and all kind of stuff, learning, and all kind of stuff, preaching, and you know, all kind of stuff, you know. So, anyways, CL was on the base. He finally came up. He finally got up there, and the first thing he had to do was, because you know he had some real great, I'm not gonna say great, but they were real good comedians coming before him. So he had to lay the law. And we have to understand that one thing you have to understand, that they always give the headliner an option. They always have an option because they're the headliner, so they get the option of doing something that hasn't been done by the others. But you never know what that might be. See, that's what you call for being a professional in something. When you can give somebody else something without showing it or knowing what it is until that person shows it. And what he showed was right at the beginning of his performance, and that was he was able to give not so much a diversion, but an insult, a straight insult. So you have to understand, these comedians are the biggest propagandists there is. They're the ones that give the propaganda. They're the ones that get your mind to thinking on all levels. You know, because these people who's speaking to you, they've been through a lot of stuff. They've been through a lot of stuff. They was able to observe a lot of stuff and put it in context, you know, and perform your ass. So he saw the way the comedians were and how they, you know, how they reacted from other comedians. So he knew what he pretty much was dealing with. He knew who he pretty much was dealing with. So he just went straight for the insult. And when you insult somebody, they're going to be looking for you to. They're going to listen to every word you say. They're going to get their. You're gonna get their attention. And what he did was he insulted the NCOs. I wasn't an NCO. I was a specialist. I was an E4. Yeah, I think I was an E4. And that's right underneath, NCO, you know, after you go E4, you can go E4. You can go to a corporal, which is NCO, but you're not a sergeant. You're a corporal. Or you can go to E5, which is a NCO. So you have all these NCOs. The majority of the people in there was NCOs. So he pretty much knew that. He pretty much knew that the majority of us in there, because the place was a packed house. We're talking about a comedy club, okay? In a big ass arena with a bunch of a bunch of soldiers in there, you know, black. In Oklahoma, you know, Fort Sill, you know, and so I was gonna see how he was gonna come out of that, you know. And I didn't even know he was from LA. I had no clue he was from LA. I didn't know too much about him. Because I was in the military and I missed out. I didn't watch that much TV. I was going in and out of the field and trying to be an athlete and boxing and stuff. So I just, you know, didn't watch TV. So that's pretty much the only information you was going to get was with what you saw on TV. Or a bunch of magazines and stuff, which I really wasn't into. So I missed out on a lot of information. I would see stuff like, even now, I would see stuff like, wow, that's why this was that. That's why she might have. See, women love to look at stuff like that. They base especially women, they base their lives off of what they saw on TV. Or whatever actress experience, whatever. No, I knew that. I was married, and my ex-wife, everything, her whole emotion was off what song was out, or what movie was out. And it's funny because both my baby mamas are dancers. They were dancers at one time in their lives, and that dancing stuff, you know, like Tina Turner said, "Dirty Down." No, she said, "Private dancer." You know, that's pretty much a hooker, you know, a hoe, whatever. But you gotta understand the game, what you're dealing with in people, you know, before you make rational decisions. Because the mind, you know, joke, you know, and whatever goes in your mind must come out. You know, I mean, not that it's must, but 9 times out of 10, whatever you're thinking, whatever you're, you know, how you're thinking. It's gonna base off your actions, you know, and how you come across, you know. So when he said, told us, do we have any officers? Like, because you know, he said, what did he say? He said, do we have any officers here? or something like that, where one of the guys said NCOs, and he didn't acknowledge. He didn't acknowledge. And there were no officers in there. I mean, I didn't even. Nobody ever said nothing. No yelling. No. I didn't even see a hand raise. Because the officers don't go where NCOs go. You know, and NCOs can't, and not even allowed to go where officers go. Because if they could, they would. You know what I'm saying? They would go if they could, but they can't. That's why it's called Officers Club. You don't. I mean, you might have a sergeant club, but that might be something that's made up. But it's not documented. You know what I mean? I think there's an NCO club. Yeah, there's an NCO club for just NCOs. Yeah. So but he didn't say that. He didn't say in NCOs. He said in officers. He acknowledged the officers in front of all these damn NCOs. And I knew, even coming from Germany, that he would have got his ass whooped over in Germany. He couldn't have said that over in Germany. You know, you could, you know, I mean, you could be ratchet. You could be, because Millie Jackson was over there. That's when I first saw Millie Jackson. She's kind of like a comedian. So she was the first, because I was in Germany first before I came to Oklahoma. I came back. I did basic Oklahoma boot camp. Then I left and then came back. But Germany was my first duty station. That's where I was stationed at, and that's when I went and saw Millie Jackson. Millie Jackson was just this black singer who was like a comedy singer type thing, kind of like what Jamie Foxx do, stuff like that. And she was just nasty. She started saying all this dirty stuff, and I'm like, what is she talking about? You know. And I never seen him like that, you know. I mean, I watched Richard Pryor. I thought he was bad enough, but Millie Jackson made Richard Pryor, you know, look like he looked innocent, you know. So I was like, wow, you know. So you have to understand, but I didn't understand that I was overseas. These people were free to do whatever they wanted, and what happened was when I got there. People were just coming back from Desert Storm. The war over there, they might have been gone there. They might have been gone since September, because a lot of them left. I remember when they left, because I was supposed to go to boot camp, but I waited till after my daughter's birthday, her first birthday. So I left December 26th. But the first crew, they left out like September. But I didn't choose that date, so they went out there first. So they were just coming back, because the war only lasted for a couple hours or a couple of days while I was in boot camp. So we didn't have to go over there. We was on our way over there. There was supposed to be a genocide to kill us off during that time, but it didn't happen. Most High is always in control. You just don't know. So that's when they started having to build those private prisons. You know, with Clinton era, that's what Trump was talking about. And that's a lot of people were talking about when Trump was running, because a lot of stuff was coming out. A lot of truth. Donald Trump was. You have to understand. Donald Trump came out with the billionaire money, so people didn't have no fear on speaking out by using him. But you have to understand. I'm the one who brought him in, because I knew that he would do that. You know, he could do that, because I put that in him when I met him back in 1997. I said, "Hey, Trump, your security ain't shit." You know, I yelled that out over there when we was in Taj Mahal, you know, at the casino. And I was, you know, I had a Heineken drink, and I get faded easy. I just won my fight. I just beat a dude from Vegas, you know, first fight of the evening. I'm already on top. But I was supposed to lose. See, I was supposed to lose. I didn't know I was supposed to lose. They didn't tell me that, you know. No one told me nothing. So I do what I go with the Spirit of the Most High. If you don't tell me nothing, I'm going with the Spirit of the Most High, and the Spirit of the Most High might lead me somewhere where it might go against you. And you might have to wait on whatever we're hoping that you might want, you know. So you have to understand this. When you could take your chances. But that's what I've been going through since I was like, you know, about 4 or 5. You know, that's all I've been really going for. I mean, ever since those books my parents laid out, the Bible, autobiography of Malcolm X, you know, Iceberg Slim, Pimp, you know, books like that. I would read periodically throughout my life until I started really reading all the stuff to you know, the dummy down with the propaganda and the lies, you know, all that, you know. that's another story. But so with DL, when he was doing his thing, I was like, how is this nigga gonna get out of that? He just insulted all these NCOs in the air, these crazy ass. And the only reason I was able to the only reason why I was even able to be up in there around these guys are older than me. They were sergeant, been there for like 8-9 years, to almost 10 years. You've been George, like between like maybe between like 4 and 10 years. It was already in, and I've only been there for a year. I'm already hanging with these dudes, you know. But I'm not talking to them because, like I said, I'm not there to talk to them. I'm just there to guide them through, you know, keep everything, you know, in order. I mean, that's what you use people. That's why you be seeing preachers always hanging out with. I mean, even like the movie what's that movie called? Damn, I can't think of it now. When he was the Hustler. When he was at the pool hall. But there's always I'm talking the first Hustler, the original one that came out in 1960 with damn, what's that dude's name? Hold on. See you guys outside. And the dude, yeah, the preacher's always around. You know, he'd go get the beer and make sure everything. You know, make sure that's what they do. They use a preacher to keep everything in order. You know, and even like the movie, what's the name? With what's that movie called with? Drinking juice in the hood, but that's the first one. The first one when they were when you're a bad person or whatever, they call you a menace to society. Menace to society. And the dude that was hanging with them, that was always talking all that righteous stuff. I forgot his name, but his mother was my daughter's teacher. She works at my daughter's school. She been there for a long time. She was my daughter's fifth grade teacher, Miss Sweets, and her son played that part as the Muslim kid who was all righteous and tried to keep the people from. You know, we always have one of those. I was kind of like that, but I was trying to show them how to do it, because I remember my father used to always tell me his stories about how he grew up and stuff, and how people would treat him. You know, people, you know, fathers try to be an example to their, to their children. You know, somebody got to be an example, so you just follow what you think's what makes the best, you know. Whoever's taking care of you. So I was able to experience that, you know, experience that love from a father that you know, I just experienced what I experienced. So I took that and I used it as a shield, because you have to understand, you know, we were given things from the Most High. It's up to us how we deal with them, how we use them, you know. So, I mean, whatever you are, it doesn't matter what you are. I don't care if you're a servant, because we're all servants. We're all serving somebody. We're all serving for, and that's what the Most High does. It serves us, you know. Or He gives. Make sure we're served, you know. Make sure that we serve, you know. And that's all. And that's the only way you can. That's the only way things gonna get done is if you serve. Because you getting served can be you can be serving while you're getting served. But that's another story. The point I'm trying to make is, what was the point of discussing this whole thing in the first place? Oh, because DL, he's the host. He was the host of the show talking about Kanye, saying that Kanye did this, and Kanye saying that slavery was a choice, and well, damn, slavery was a choice, wasn't it? I mean, you have a choice to do something, and it's your choice as an individual to do this, whether it's for fear because you're dealing with other people who might be thinking the same way. You have to go on with them, so there's more like a corporation of people who on the same mind. You know what I'm saying? And if you go against them, there's gonna be issues with them because there's more of them than you. So you're forced to be in this. So it's your choice to be in it. So yes, it was a choice, dumbass. How can it not be a choice? We all have choices to make. So why was slavery not a choice? Everybody knows it's a choice, but sometimes the way you say things is what people throws people off. Because people really don't know shit. See, you have to understand, people don't know shit though. So you gotta make sure their minds is on a level where you can actually put forth the knowledge that you're about to say. So they already see people can't just take stuff because the media. First of all, they're controlled by the media. Think about it. You're controlled by the media. Automatically controlled by the media. Because whatever the media say, it must be right. Even me, I might look at that shit. Oh, damn, that's messed up. Somebody got shot, but no one got shot. They just said it because it said it. You think somebody got shot automatically because it's said. You think that it's because it's on there. Automatically, it's all good. It's all it has to happen. How do you know? How do you know? How do you know that even happened? How do you know that it wasn't made up? But did you see it? Did you see it? Did you hear about the person? Did you know the person? Can somebody verify? That for you? But that's not even the issue, though. The issue is, was slavery a choice? Yes, it was. Anything you do in life is a choice. It's your choice. Okay? Even if you're brought up in it. If you've grown and you still doing it, that's your choice. Keep doing it. Okay? So yes, slavery was a choice. You were born in it. You became a slave. You were a slave because you had no choice. But then you got older, then it became a choice. So yes, at times there is a choice. At other times there's no choice because you don't know that yours. A lot of them, Harriet Tubman said it herself. I could have freed more slaves, but I couldn't because they didn't know they were slaves. So how you gonna free somebody who didn't know what they are? What the hell? How you gonna free me for something I don't know? And take me where? What do I get that's gonna replace what I'm getting now? Or what's better? Because I don't see nothing. If it's not, I'm not going. I mean, would you blame them? I wouldn't blame them. It's the same thing now. They want to go back to Africa. Well, I've been to Germany. Africa leaving Africa. Africa went to Europe. I've seen a lot of Africans in Europe. That's who you think built Europe. Africa's been everywhere. Africa's not even black. Africa's white. So you saying go back to the white man? Because that's how Africa is. It's a white setup. They conquered the land. We've been spread all over the world. Way before slavery, American slavery was even created. Or stolen, let's just say. It was stolen. Before it was even stolen, it was black people everywhere. What you think Indians are? Indians is one of the tribes to do it. Y'all niggas don't know shit. Y'all sitting there believe what the white men tell you, thinking that education is really, really... Y'all niggas want to go get that. Go pay for that. Go get in debt for that. For what? Y'all niggas retarded. So listen to people like DL who I told you sit there and put the officers on a pedestal in front of a whole bunch of NCOs. There was no officers there. If there was an officer there, he was a spy or something. Especially during that time. We're talking about during the first war over there in the Middle East that I know of. I think this don't know shit. But y'all follow behind people who are part of the propaganda, and these people are. And what's funny is these niggas been selling out for a long time, and they ain't got shit for it, nigga. If I was selling out since the '80s, nigga, I think I have more than a little now. You doing with the same shit I'm doing right now. You doing the same shit I'm doing right now. How the hell did that happen? For all this selling out your ass did, nigga? I'm just exposing your ass, nigga. That's all I'm doing. I'm just doing some exposing. You know, like I exposed Donald Trump to y'all niggas. You know? Who do you think exposed Donald Trump to you? And I didn't even expose him. I just told him I don't really expose. What I do, I just tell you my life. My life exposes you. Just my life itself exposes you. You know what I'm saying? All I gotta do is talk about my life, and that's exposing you. That's why it's very important that you live under the Most High, because the Most High can take you places. Take you places that you can that you can help somebody else with, help somebody else learn from. You know, I mean, I got people kissing my daughter's neck, sucking my little girl's neck, all, you know, right in the presence, right in my presence. You know, I'm thinking I should be insulted. I look up hickeys in the dictionary, in the Urban Dictionary. It's saying all positive stuff. It ain't saying nothing negative at all. Not even nothing dirty, you know. I'm used to seeing everything dirty. You say, but hickey isn't considered dirty. You know. I mean, I don't know. I'm ready to go take somebody to the grave over something that's part of reality, you know? That's why you gotta be conscious about stuff. But niggas ain't conscious, so you got niggas who go out there and give you some okie doke shit. They know it's okie doke. They know. Come on, they don't believe that. I mean, they don't believe nothing. They don't believe nothing they say. Anything they say, don't believe. You know, hey, what I say, I gotta believe, because that's what it is. It sounds like it's wrong. Nobody ever came to me and said I was wrong or try to challenge me what I know, what I say, because it's all true. I'll let you know you wrong. And how you wrong, because there's actually people there. That's actually people. At first you would think, okay, you know, but now there's people actually will believe your ass. They will believe you, especially if no one challenges you. If nobody challenges you, people will believe that shit. So I gotta let it be known that stuff is wrong. I know these people. I was there, nigga. I was there with Donald Trump. I was there with D.O. Hughley. You know what I'm saying? I was there with Cat Williams. I was there when these people came to me for help. You know, I blessed them with my presence. Some with words. You know, but my presence alone is good enough. Because if you can see, if you can see people together, then believe me, things can get done. All we need to do is work together and get on the right page and stop all this nonsense. And then be smart who you are. Come on, it doesn't make no sense. It doesn't make sense. But, like I said, people don't think that way, you know? People don't think that people really aren't consistent in what they... For fear, you know, fear ain't no joke. You know, they had to put it in the word, you know. I fear no evil with thou with me. But then, who's thou though? Thou been watered down, been dumbed down. See, that's what happens when you dumb down stuff. So when you start dumbing down stuff, I'm telling you, when you start dumbing down stuff, man, theory can creep in real quick. That's why I said, y'all niggas go get dumbed down if you want. I mean, you might think I'm getting dumbed down. No, nigga, y'all the ones who getting dumbed down. Y'all thinking because I'm doing this. Nigga, I was fighting every day, nigga. I was fighting those demons every single day. I was in that principal office. I was in that counselor's office. I was getting progress reports, nigga. I was. That's why I was so good at writing and thinking and stuff, because I used to have to turn in the books, telling my parents or everything I did the whole day, how I was, progress report. I had a book though. Progress report is something you get maybe once every blue moon. No, nigga, I got one every day. My progress report every day. Every day I was told how I was. I would read that shit. How I was. Because I wanted to make sure I would get my ass whooped. You know, if my shit is bad, you know, they give you a squat in the hand. Like, you know, my mom made that shit up, I think, that was like the late 70s. She started off with a wooden spoon. But then we kept breaking them, you know what I'm saying? Because every time she hit her hands, you know, she would break them. You know, then she started using the metal spoon, big ass gumbo spoons. She hits with those, you know, not the deep ones, the deep one, the deep little bowl thing, more like just like the little special type thing. But it hurt though, man. That boy little Joe, you know, hit with a hand, bam. That was almost like that was almost worse getting hit with a belt. But the ironing cord was the worst. And boy, hit you to the back like you a slave, like Kunta Kinte. That's why I hated Kunta Kinte, because I would get those whips in my back. You know, so you know, and that's why when I see people over there in other countries getting hit like that, it brings back memories, because I've experienced that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So how can I not be with righteousness? If you're gonna kill me, nigga, you got to do me like Jesus. Jesus went down because of righteousness. So they beat him to death and they tortured him and did this and did that to him because of righteousness. I would rather go through that than go get that through doing something bad. That's how I see it. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't mind getting hit if I'm doing something right. And the whole time I was getting hit, I was doing right stuff. I was actually doing right as I was fighting those demons. It's just that I would get in crossfires because I wasn't playing the game right. So you have to understand, the game is cold. So I still had to get punished for getting caught. Cause slavery is really behind enemy lines. It's Orange County, nigga, Santa Ana, on the side where, you know, on the outside. I was always raised on the outside of the hood. But I was over here right by, you know, Fountain Valley the first 9 years. Then we went over by Costa Mesa the next. But we was in Santa though, on the side. You know, we couldn't go outside that. You know, not during that time. That wasn't gonna happen. So but I was there. You know, I used to be. You know, our church right there in Santa Boulevard, right there in the middle. So we was there a lot. That was like the headquarters for all the black folks who went to church. They was all right there, downtown Santa, every Sunday during the week. You know, like a second home. You know. So, you know, and we had a lot of soul. You know, so that stuff was different than other like Los Angeles and stuff,